Yeah, we talked to Georgie yesterday. Seems like an electric personality. What's been your experience with him? What have you thought of what he brings to the team?
Well, he brings a different uh, verticality, dribbling style of play that we have probably lacked a little bit. We've been more of a positional kind of team where we play off third man running, and Georgie's a guy that you try to get him the ball to his feet so that he could take guys on, and so he adds that bit of confidence, that bit of swagger that maybe we have lacked, and off the field he's very charming and very calm and always has a smile on his face, but on the field he's very fearless and willing to take guys on.
What have your interactions been with him like? Do you remember when you met him?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest smile, just happy to be here, right? Just fits into the locker room really well. But always asking questions, always willing to listen to a little bit of the older guys, and take a little bit of bits and pieces of just advice that he can get from guys. So just a sponge, willing to learn, and just a charming guy.
One more question about that. I guess he and Nuhu are pretty good friends. I imagine they make quite a couple in terms of I don't know. Have you seen the way they interact, and what is that? I don't know how does that fit in?
Yeah, I think their personality, or his personality, comes out a little bit more around Nuhu. They argue a little bit more, right? With us, Georgie's a little bit, doesn't speak too much, a little bit more shy. But with Nuhu, he's a lot more honest with him, and they argue quite a lot, which is hilarious.
Cristian, going off of these 1-0 losses, what have you diagnosed as the offensive issues that you need to fix this Saturday?
Yeah, I think the willingness to get guys in the box, the willingness to crash the box, the willingness to make selfless runs, put the ball in the box as well. I mean, the games are won in the boxes, whether it's defensively or offensively. That's where games are won. And so, how can we get more numbers in the box, have more confidence that the ball is going to get there, and make those types of runs, and then half of it is believing that the ball is going to go in the back of the net, and so that's what we got to do.
Obviously, Columbus missing a few guys, but what have you seen from them on tape that you guys think you can exploit?
Well, this is a team that I think is probably the best team I've seen in MLS, and so regardless if they're losing 5 guys, this is a team that tactically they're very sound. Obviously, they're going to be missing some big pieces, but they fill in their roles really well because they know exactly what their roles are, and so I'm excited to play against this team. I'm excited for the challenge. It's never easy, but these are the games you want to be playing in.
When you watch and you scout, you kind of prep for what have shown as the best team that you're facing. Do you get a little more up for a team like this than any normal game?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, this is a team that's been in finals, right? They've been in 3 finals over the last year, and they want to make it, Supporters Shield and MLS Cup. They have high expectations for themselves, and so how can we go to Columbus where teams haven't done well in and get a result? And so that's the challenge that we're facing. That's the challenge that we are encouraged by, and so we need to do that. But we need to have a good game. We need to be ready for the challenge.
Is there a necessity to really emphasize that getting a result, whether it's a draw or whether it's a win against them, to kind of get you back on the right path, like you feel like
Yeah. I mean, I remember talking to Andy a little bit. He's like, good teams don't lose, twice in a row, and that resonates with me. Obviously, we have, but how can we go into that game with that idea in mind, right? With that fearless idea of not trying to go in there to just tie or lose, but to go in there and try to win. Why go through all that effort, fly all the way over there to not try to get a result? And so that's our expectation. That's where we're at. It's going to be difficult, and so that's the challenge.